All right, welcome back everyone to part 2 of my picks video series for the divisional round of the 2019-2020 NFL playoffs pool. Second matchup of the pool will be the rivalry bowl between Avs' team, the number 6 seed Tennessee Titans, and Nash's team, the number 1 seed Baltimore Ravens. It's called a rivalry bowl because when these two get to talking in the group chat, you know they're always bringing that smoke against each other. This game will be taking place on Saturday night, 8:15 p.m. on CBS. Spread as of 11:30 a.m. on Saturday, January 11th, is currently set at the Ravens, favored by 10 on both of the first two sites that I use. Before we get to the preview and the pick, let me just tell you quickly about today's sponsor, Windex. Windex heard this game not only involves the one and only Brian Nash, but that I will also be watching this game in Brian's parents' house. Brian's mother, Penny, is probably Windex's number one customer, so when they heard all that, they knew they had to do something special and become a sponsor for today's game. Windex, the number one glass cleaner on earth. All right, now for the preview and the pick. Baltimore enters the matchup as the best team in football during the regular season with a record of 14-2. They have the likely league MVP in quarterback Lamar Jackson. They're the number one ranked DVOA team with the first on offense and fourth ranked defense, and they had expected wins of 13 on the year, so they finished one win above what they probably should have done. As I said last week, Tennessee was 9-7 on the year, 9th ranked DVOA team, 6th on offense and 16th on defense. Titans are the healthier team coming into the week. Not too many key players on the injury report. Baltimore, on the other hand, does have some key guys who are truly questionable from that offense in running back Mark Ingram and Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews, both listed as questionable. Like I said, I do think both will play. Tennessee 6-3 on the road after last week's win in New England, while Baltimore was 7-1 at home this season. Titans have one All-Pro player and leading rusher on the season, Derrick Henry, who absolutely ran wild in that game against New England, something like 180 yards. The Ravens have 6 All-Pro players. That's right, 6. They're led by their quarterback, Lamar Jackson, who, like I said before, will probably win league MVP. And on defense, cornerback Marcus Peters, who's been great since he was traded from the Rams. If Titans are going to win this game, I think Ryan Tannehill is going to have to find a way to play much better than he did last week. If you're a quarterback and you're throwing for under 100 yards, you're probably not going to win many games in this league. They do have Derrick Henry, who I mentioned before. He can really help keep that Ravens offense off the field. We'll see if the Ravens, who have the 5th-ranked rushing defense, will be able to contain him. For the Titans, A.J. Brown didn't do anything really last week as a result of Ryan Tannehill not doing anything. Can A.J. Brown break one this week? We'll see. The Ravens, on the other hand, they're such a unique team with their offense. It usually takes teams a few drives to figure out what they're doing and kind of get a handle on it. But by that time, they're usually down a couple scores, and the Ravens' defense is too good to come back against. So I could see that being a real problem for Ryan Tannehill. Weather in this game looking like it's going to be around mid-60s around game time, wind just about 10 miles per hour. Additionally, there's some rain in the forecast for after the game, but if the forecast changes and that rain moves up a little bit quicker, it could have a big effect on this game. It looks like it's going to be a nice 3-hour storm, so it could have an effect in the passing game. Could be nice and wet. I do think the Ravens will win this one. I think Lamar Jackson has a great game in his second ever playoff game. The problem here is that the current spread of 10 points is a very hefty number. Lamar Jackson tax has certainly been built into this number, but they have been covering some of their the heftier spreads over the last 5 weeks, going 4-1 against the spread. I do think the Titans' 16th ranked DVOA defense is going to have trouble stopping Lamar early. I think the Ravens get out to a lead that neutralizes the usage of Derrick Henry, and I think the Ravens cover the 10 points. That's right, folks. I'm laying the wood. I'm taking the Ravens at -10. That's all I got for you for now. I'll see you for the previews of the Chiefs and the Texans.